Well, hello everybody. So this week I am facing three massive threats. And I mean massive. The first of which is my health has suddenly surprised me. I need to go into hospital and have an operation. In fact, I'm filming this March 7th. And I was due to go in this week, and they've actually postponed it for a few weeks. And I've had for many years, I had breathing problems, especially when I'm lying down. Deviated septum. It's a bit of a zigzag, the bit in between your nostrils, but deep at the back in the sinuses. And they keep giving me MRIs and put the camera up my nose. And this time they've said, actually, there's things in there we need to cut out, which that's what surgery is really, isn't it? They just go and cut things out. So that was a surprise. I've got to go and be in hospital, and they said, and then I have to take 2 weeks off, which I think that means I'm not allowed to go to the gym, because fulfilling orders is quite easy, but Truman's going to look after the place. So that's threat number one. Threat number two is really massive. The price of memory chips has skyrocketed in a way, like you can't even believe how much it's skyrocketed. It used to cost me, when I made the Kickstarter, the cartridges have two microchips, two memory chips. One of them used to cost 10 cents and the other one used to cost $1.20. In the last few months, they've now gone up so that combined it's about $8. It used to cost $1.30 or $1.20. Now it's $8. So if you think you put 5 cartridges in a pack, so if somebody orders the pack with 5 games, that used to be $6 in memory chips, and now it's going to be $40. That's a massive. All I can do is put the price up, which I really don't want to do. I want to make a low cost toy, and the low cost is not low costing. It's getting more expensive. The reason for this is it's the AI boom. Is these data centers are calling out they need all this like high-end RAM, the memory RAM, and all the chip fabrication plants have switched over to making this high-value product, and very little of the small generic RAM that I use is being manufactured now. So the prices have just typically 5 to 8 times the price. Yeah, so didn't have that on the bingo card. There's another problem as well that everybody is going to feel very soon. So I've been looking at wholesale electricity costs because of the war in Iran. So in Europe and in the UK, wholesale electric costs literally went from about £25 per megawatt, gigawatt hour, or whatever they call it, like the industrial cost of electricity. It went from £25 to about 300 overnight, because we have to rely on imported gas to run the gas-fired power stations. Europe's got it even worse. I'm imagining China are going to have it really bad as well. So manufacturing costs by themselves are just going to go crazy. So that was threat number 2. And threat number 3 is the Facebook advertising completely failed. The advertising campaign I set up, it was working, but the way Facebook works is you kind of go into what they call an auction, and they look at how frequently people click your ads. And if you've got a really well-performing ad, it's cheaper. And so my ads were working, people were clicking them, but they were just so expensive that it went from being, I used to aim for £10 cost per acquisition, or £10 to make a sale, and 15 was about my limit, and it's been coming in at like £40. I'm selling a system in a game for £45, and it cost me £40 to sell it. Now it's going to cost me £40 extra just to put the memory chips in. And and I need to go into hospital. Now, fortunately, what's the fortunately? We're cool. Truman and I are awesome. We do hard things and we solve problems. That's what we do. I think so. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. How do we approach this? So, we can say that for the immediate future, there's going to be real turmoil in manufacturing costs, and that there is going to be extreme inflationary costs on electronic components. In fact, we've already seen there's something else. From January the 1st this year, China declared silver as an industrial metal. And silver is used very extensively in electronic components. And they put in export restrictions that began on January the 1st, and the price of silver has tripled. So all electronic components have risen by around 30 to 50%, depending on what it is, depending on how much silver is in there. So the components have risen, the memory chips have completely ballooned, the transportation costs have gone crazy, the energy costs have really gone up. My adverts aren't working and I need to go into hospital for an operation. So that's this week. We know how to fix it. So what we do now, I'm going to scale back. Well, the advertising I've stopped, and we'll just go guerrilla style. I'll just go and start hitting people, everybody that I can. Say, look, help me out with this. Put me on your podcast. Put me in your blog. Whatever it is. Anything that doesn't cost money, that's an advert, we go with that. Completely scale back on everything else. So we cut back all of the costs. Then when I'm ready, I'll make an advert for Facebook. We need to try something. And the advert will just be go for the niche. So it'll be me saying, this is a product for the blind. Low vision, are you blind? Are you low vision? This is the product for you. And it will just be blind, 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 blind. And we'll see if Facebook's Andromeda actually puts this in front of blind people, or if it's deliberately avoiding them. Because that's something I need to know. We seem to be not getting the right audience. I think Facebook are deliberately blocking them. But the idea is, let's scale back all the costs, cut everything back to zero, keep things going. I'm going to have to raise the price, which I don't want to do. You know, it's shocking. Before Christmas, it was £39 for the system and the game. And now it's probably going to go to sort of 59, 65, like just because of these increased costs. So you should notice this. You'll probably notice in the coming months the prices of everything will just escalate, because all of the components, all the manufacturing, all the energy costs and all the transport costs have really risen, and it'll take a little while, a few months, before that filters in to products actually on the shelf. So we're all going to feel it. We do hard things, we solve problems, we do it well. Truman's going to run the company while I'm away. He's, I'm going to lay down on the sofa and Truman's going to answer the emails. Right, but now because they delayed my surgery, I can go and finish Bank Robbing Ponies. I'm going to go do that right now.